Archangel Michael says, the moment you have feared and awaited is finally here, and the silence around you is no longer safe. She has been preparing, step by step, with patience sharper than any blade, hiding her intentions under smiles and shadows. The truth will unfold tonight, and once revealed, there will be no way back. Her eyes have always carried secrets, even when her words sounded gentle, even when her presence seemed comforting. Behind closed doors, she mapped out paths, wrote names, and whispered promises to herself that no one else heard. What she has been planning will shake your world and demand your strength. The footsteps you hear in your memories, the sudden chills you've felt, were never accidents, they were warnings. She had you under her watch, even when you thought you were free. Every detail has been rehearsed, every silence has been calculated. This is not just a passing threat, it is the result of years of waiting, gathering, and preparing for the exact second you are living in now. The script she wrote for your destiny has been building for a lifetime, and tonight, it breathes into reality. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Her hands carry old letters, names written in ink that should have faded, yet somehow they burn brighter with every day. She has written you into the center of her plan, circling your name over and over like a sacred mark. What she wants is not small, it is everything. The places you once visited together, the rooms filled with laughter and warmth, were her stages of observation. She measured your strength, tested your loyalty, and smiled when you didn't notice the sharpness in her silence. You were never walking alone, you were walking in her design. She does not act in chaos, she acts with precision. Every year added another layer, another knot tied tightly, another string pulling you into her vision. And now, she believes the time has arrived, the curtain must rise, and her performance must begin. The weight of her shadow falls across you like a storm cloud, blocking out the peace you thought you had. Nothing is random, nothing is by chance, it has always been about this moment. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Her patience is terrifying, because she never rushed, she never stumbled. She has been calm while you were restless, steady while you were distracted. Every victory you thought was yours was silently recorded in her ledger. The people around you, friends, family, strangers, have unknowingly been part of her play. Some whispered things that she tucked away, others gave her stories that she stored like weapons. Every fragment of your life has been collected, guarded, and stored for tonight. Her silence was her weapon, her smile was her disguise, her presence was her strategy. You never knew that while you were building your days, she was weaving her years. She didn't need a second chance, because she had only ever been waiting for this one. The plan is not light, nor is it shallow, it is deep, dangerous, and designed to touch not only you, but those you care for. Her intentions are set, and nothing in her heart has been left unprepared. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Her movements are quiet, like the shifting of shadows across the floor. Even in her stillness, she holds more danger than the loudest storms. She is not in a hurry, because she knows time itself has always been her ally. Archangel Michael says, the danger comes not from her voice but from her silence, not from her steps but from her stillness. She has created a storm that doesn't roar, it whispers. And tonight, that whisper will become deafening. Your name is etched in her soul like a promise never broken. The years that passed did not fade her determination, they sharpened it. Every choice you made, every door you opened, unknowingly guided her closer. The signs were there. The way her gaze lingered, the way her presence never truly vanished. She was always behind the veil, always beneath the surface, always waiting. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Her shadow grows stronger with every passing second, stretching across the spaces you thought were safe. The silence of the night is heavy, like the weight of secrets pressing down on your chest. She has been waiting for this silence, because in silence, her plan breathes. Her eyes glimmer with the fire of unfinished promises, and her hands tremble with the weight of what she is about to release. She has guarded this moment like a treasure locked away in her heart. Every beat of her pulse has been leading her toward this exact second. Her presence feels near, even when unseen, because she has already stitched herself into the fabric of your destiny. The clock is ticking, but the sound is not ordinary, it carries the rhythm of her approach. Every second is charged with the electricity of revelation. The walls know her footsteps, the air knows her breath, and the silence knows her name. Nothing can stop the unveiling of what has been written in her soul. The curtain is rising, and the performance cannot be undone. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The memories you left behind are no longer memories, they are keys she kept hidden. Every smile you gave her became a promise in her mind. Every word you spoke became a thread she wove into her story. The truth is not only near, it is standing outside the door, knocking with quiet determination. She has studied your strengths, memorized your weaknesses, and mapped your entire journey with dangerous precision. Her vision was never clouded, it was crystal clear. When you slept, she planned. When you laughed, she sharpened her silence. When you turned away, she wrote another step into the story she designed for you. The world sees her as fragile, soft, and harmless, but within her lies a storm that has been building for years. That storm is no longer contained, it is about to strike with force. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Her whispers travel through the air, invisible yet undeniable. They seep into places you cannot see, echoing through the spaces where fear hides. The whispers do not ask for permission, they announce what has been chosen. The night grows heavier, the silence grows thicker, and the shadows feel alive. The energy around you shifts, charged with her long-held intention. It is no longer a question of if, it is a question of now. Her footsteps have been careful, but her destination has always been you. She did not wander aimlessly, she marched slowly, deliberately, toward this very hour. And now, she stands where destiny guided her. Her truth is not soft, it is sharp, it cuts, it divides. And when it comes to you, it will not come quietly, it will come with the weight of everything she has carried her whole life. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Her silence is not weakness. It is power, the kind that grows stronger the longer it waits. She has hidden behind patience, using it as her shield and her sword. And tonight, that shield drops, revealing everything she has been carrying. The air feels different now, charged with her presence even if you cannot see her. A chill runs down your spine because your spirit already knows what is approaching. The unseen is no longer far away, it is right here, pressing in. Her eyes see beyond walls, beyond locked doors, beyond the illusions of safety. She carries the weight of memories that never faded, wounds that never healed, and desires that never died. All of it is focused on you, sharpened into one unstoppable point. This is not an accident, and it is not coincidence. It is design, crafted carefully over years of silence. And now, destiny itself bends to her plan. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Her heart has carried both fire and ice, and she has learned to control them both. The fire burns with desire, the ice hardens her patience, and together they form her weapon. What she brings tonight is not simple, it is layered, dangerous, and unshakable. Her story has always had you at the center, even when you didn't realize it. She painted her dreams with your name, carved her destiny with your shadow, and locked her soul to your existence. To her, you were never just someone, you were the reason. Archangel Michael says, not every silence is safe, not every smile is true. Some hearts wait a lifetime not to love, but to reveal. And this revelation is not gentle, it is a storm disguised as a whisper. The shadows tremble because they know her time has arrived. You cannot run from something that has always been walking beside you. Her plan is here, and it demands to be seen. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The photographs in hidden boxes, the letters tucked in drawers, the names she has circled, all of them carry pieces of this moment. Nothing was wasted, not even the smallest detail. She turned every fragment of memory into fuel for tonight. She carries the weight of promises unspoken, vows unfulfilled, and secrets left unsaid. But now, she no longer intends to keep them hidden. Every secret burns for release, and the fire will not be stopped. The clock does not just move forward, it counts down. Each second is heavy, pulling you closer to the unveiling. The ticking is not ordinary, it is destiny hammering at your door. Her presence bends the atmosphere, reshaping everything around you. The familiar feels unfamiliar, and the safe feels broken. That is the sign, her plan is already in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Her voice may not be loud, but it carries the strength of years of silence. A single word from her tonight will shake the walls of your spirit. Because her truth has been stored for too long, and it refuses to remain caged. The energy is undeniable, you feel it even when you try to ignore it. The stillness is deceptive, because beneath it lies a storm ready to break. And when it breaks, nothing will remain the same. She has not come for half measures, she has come for everything. Her patience was not for fragments, it was for the whole truth. And that truth is bound tightly around you. The world outside may sleep, but within these walls, everything is awake. The air listens, the shadows lean in, and the silence prepares for the explosion of what she has been planning. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Her presence lingers like a shadow that refuses to fade, even in the brightest light. You can sense her breathing through the silence, steady and controlled. Every inhale she takes pulls her closer to the moment she has prepared for. Her heartbeat is not trembling, it is steady like a drum of war. She has trained her soul to remain unshaken, even when the world shifted around her. Tonight, all of that discipline reaches its conclusion. Her silence was not emptiness. It was her secret language with destiny. Every day she stayed quiet, she was speaking to fate, telling it to hold this moment steady until she was ready. And fate listened, waiting beside her. Now the threads of time are no longer hidden, they are tightening, drawing her into the space where everything will be revealed. Nothing can cut those threads, because they are woven by years of patience and unbroken determination. Type Amen to get blessing 555. She is not rushing, because she doesn't need to. The path has been carved, the ending already etched in her heart. All she must do now is step forward. Her steps echo softly, but each one shakes unseen walls. The air moves differently as she approaches, carrying with it the storm she has been holding back. Nothing about her presence feels ordinary, it feels destined. Every memory you tried to bury, she has resurrected. Every piece of the past you tried to erase, she has carried with her like gold. And tonight, she lays it all before you, unshaken, unapologetic. Her story is not one of forgetfulness, it is one of remembrance. Every detail has been sharpened, and now it arrives at your door. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The silence outside your window carries weight, as though the night itself is holding its breath. The stars seem dimmer, the moon seems colder, and the shadows seem alive. Everything bends to her presence, because she is no longer waiting. She does not tremble, because trembling ended years ago. She does not fear, because fear died the day she decided her future. What she carries is not weakness, it is power. Her voice, though quiet, can split through the strongest walls. It is not just a sound, it is the force of every secret she kept, every word she swallowed, every dream she buried. Tonight, that force becomes unstoppable. Archangel Michael says, the truth you have been avoiding is the very truth standing at your door. And when it enters, it will not leave silently, it will demand to be faced. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The night is no longer ordinary, it is charged with unseen fire. The walls hum with energy, the air trembles with anticipation, and even your heart beats faster. Something deep within you already knows, this is the moment. She has not come to whisper, she has come to unveil. Her patience has reached its limit, and her silence can no longer remain locked away. Every part of her life has pointed to this single second. The plan she has guarded is not written on paper, it is written in her soul. No storm could wash it away, no distraction could weaken it, no time could erase it. It has lived inside her like a second heartbeat. And now, that heartbeat has grown louder, echoing in the silence of the night, demanding to be heard. This is her moment, and it is unshakable. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Her energy presses against the room like a storm waiting to strike. The night feels heavier, carrying her presence like a secret the world can no longer keep. You feel the shift, even if you try to ignore it. Her footsteps have no sound, yet your soul feels their weight. Each step carries the history of years, the story of sacrifices, and the sharp edge of determination. She has been walking toward you long before this night. The silence trembles because it knows what is about to be revealed. It is not silence anymore, it is the drumbeat of destiny, muffled but undeniable. The stillness itself bends beneath her presence. You can almost hear her voice, though she hasn't spoken yet. It lives in the air, waiting to cut through, waiting to claim its moment. And once it speaks, there will be no undoing it. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Her shadow has been with you longer than you realized. In moments of laughter, in moments of pain, she was there, unseen but watching. The years did not distance her, they only deepened her resolve. Her story is not just hers, it is tied to yours, tangled in ways you cannot escape. Every thread she pulled connected back to you, until her web was complete. Now, you stand in the center of it. The night grows colder, as if every breath of wind carries her memory. The walls close in, not in fear, but in preparation. They too know what she has been guarding. Her truth is a fire she cannot contain anymore. And when she lets it burn, it will not stop until it consumes everything around her. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The air grows sharper, every inhale cutting deeper than before. Your heart knows this moment, it has felt the warning for months, maybe years. You just didn't know when it would arrive. Her patience has been the most dangerous weapon of all. Others rushed, others failed, but she waited, and waiting gave her power. Every second became another stone in the foundation of her plan. She does not stumble, she does not hesitate, because hesitation ended long ago. What remains is certainty, carved into her like stone. That certainty leads her directly to you. Archangel Michael says, the truth you cannot escape is already in motion. It walks with her, breathes with her, and soon, it will stand before you. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The night carries whispers that don't belong to the wind. They crawl across the room, brushing against your skin, reminding you that she is near. Her presence is more real than the air itself. The shadows lean closer, no longer hiding but guiding her. The silence folds inward, holding its breath as if even time itself is waiting. You are no longer watching the night, you are part of it. She carries not just secrets but power, and it glows beneath her skin like hidden fire. You cannot see it, but you feel it in every corner of the room. Her plan is alive, and it is unstoppable. This is not just a moment, it is the climax of a lifetime. Every breath she takes now brings her closer to revealing everything she has hidden. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Her spirit has carried this fire through years of silence, and now the flames can no longer be contained. You feel it burning closer, inch by inch, pressing against your chest. This is not just a plan, it is a lifetime pouring out at once. The air thickens, heavy with everything she has hidden. Her voice may not have spoken yet, but her energy has already declared itself. Nothing in this room remains untouched by her presence. Every wall seems to echo with the weight of her memories. Every shadow seems to move as if alive, bending toward the path she has chosen. The world around you is no longer ordinary, it is charged with destiny. Her patience has ended, and what has been written inside her cannot remain silent. The moment is here, and it is sharper than any blade. It demands to be felt. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Her footsteps are not random. They follow a rhythm only she knows. The rhythm is steady, carved into her spirit like an unshakable song. And every beat brings her closer to you. The silence stretches long, but it is not empty. It is filled with her thoughts, her promises, her unbroken determination. You can almost hear them pressing against your soul. Her presence is both terrifying and magnetic. It pulls you in, even when your heart trembles. It does not give you a choice, it commands your attention. This is no accident of fate, no twist of chance. This is her moment, and she has carried it like a crown upon her head. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Her eyes carry storms you have never seen. They are not soft, not gentle, but filled with the force of everything she has waited for. Those storms are no longer hidden, they are ready to break. Her silence is louder than thunder, heavier than the heaviest chains. It shakes the very core of your being, because you know what is about to happen cannot be undone. The past has come alive. Her heart beats with the sound of inevitability. It is not rushing, not stumbling, but steady, like a drum that has been waiting for the final strike. That final strike is now. Archangel Michael says, when destiny decides to move, it does not ask for permission. It comes with force, with fire, and with a truth that cannot be turned away. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Her hands tremble, not from fear, but from the weight of release. She has held this for so long, and now it cannot be contained another moment. The release will come like a flood. Every second that passes feels heavier than the last. The night bends under its weight, the silence cracks under its tension, and even your heartbeat feels louder. You are not imagining it, it is real. Her story is about to collide with yours in ways you cannot escape. The years she carried in silence are about to spill into the present. And when they do, they will reshape everything. She has not come halfway. She has come with everything. The plan she has held in her soul is about to rise, unbroken, undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 1717.